Relationship crisis. 63% of men haven't approached a woman in over a year. We are looking at the worst numbers since 1867. People are full of options, yet I've never felt so lonely and empty. Now, if this doesn't sound problematic to you, then I want you to deep this. If this carries on, we will self-sabotage ourselves in no time. 1 in 4 women believe that there's no emotional available men left. And what we've found is this: society telling men to be just like women. And the problem with that is the same way you can't tell a woman to be just like a man, it's the same way you can't tell a man to be just like a woman. We are wired differently. Are we both valuable? Absolutely. But let's not act like we're the same. We're not the same. We can't play the same role and thrive in the same way. A man cannot enjoy the same things a woman enjoys, vice versa. We need to accept that it's okay to be different. And because it's okay to be different, there needs to be different solutions to the same problem. We need to be open to different perspectives, different ways to handle things. See, the reasons why I believe we're in this crisis we're in right now is because for so long we've been trying to paint the brush black and white. This is right, this is wrong, this is not, this is it. And enough is enough. We live in a world, but that shouldn't be the case anymore. We should be able to examine case by case. We should be able to look at statistics and verify that this works for this demographic, but doesn't necessarily work for that demographic, right? But we keep trying to paint and box people and stuff in. I think that's probably one of the biggest issues we're facing right now. Let's start with women. Women are now under the impression, and this is superficial women, let me say, that men over 6 feet are ideal candidates. And if that's not the case, they'll just get defensive and say that's just my preference. But your preference is almost, 70,000 people in America out of millions? And that doesn't include guys that may not be interested in women necessarily, doesn't include guys that may not have their finances in order, doesn't include, there's so many things. So you're already cutting off 50 or 60 or 70% of chances of mating or meeting with someone ideal solely based on something that they can't control, which is their height. Which leads me to this point: unrealistic expectations. We have been brought up to think, or we now are in a society where we seem to believe that everyone has access to a lot of options, and that simply isn't the truth, especially if you're not self-aware, especially if you haven't done the work, especially if you're not attractive. I'm sorry. Let's call a spade, right? I'm only telling you this because I've been in both spectrums. I've been the ugly guy. I was not necessarily the ugliest, but I've been rejected for sure. But I had to be honest with myself, man. And it hurts me that so many of us are in this crisis but can't face the truth, face the facts. Obesity is at high levels. But we live in a society where it's okay, that everyone needs to be accepted, everyone needs to be loved. And look, I'm not saying that you should be discriminated or looked down on, but you should 100% look after your health. You should 100% pick up a book if you have to, pick up some weights, go for a run, do some activities. It's key for you to optimize your chances by focusing on the things that you can control. And this is what this is about. We've developed a victim mindset. So anyone telling you to improve yourself, anyone telling you to do something about your life is all of a sudden a criminal. How could you? I was in a panel And I was discussing with men, and I was saying to them, listen, man, you've got to be transparent. You've got to open up, but don't be vulnerable. Don't deny the work you need to do to handle your emotions. Like I said, this is not coming from someone that didn't do the work. I had done the work, and this is why I'm telling you, do the work. You want to know why women don't want vulnerable men, but they want men that are transparent? It's because vulnerable men are basically saying, hey, listen, this is my load. I can't hack here. I can handle it. So can you please handle it for me? That's not how you do it. Listen, I'm not saying that life doesn't hit you hard, by the way. Life is probably tough on men and women really, really harshly. It sucks sometimes. But does that mean I shouldn't be develop the skill sets to look after my emotions? I shouldn't develop the skill sets to look after how I feel? That's lazy. That is lazy. We need to stop telling ourselves that there's shortcuts to this. There isn't. You've got to do the work. And I'm sorry that I'm saying it the way I'm saying it, but I didn't create this channel for sympathy. Heck, I started with 10 views. And I'll go back to that with no shame. Honestly. The reason why I say what I say is because I want this to end. I want the victim mindset to be eradicated. And until we start having honest conversation, that's just not going to happen. It's not your fault that you went through what you went through. I need you to understand that. I'm not blaming you because it's not your fault. But you're responsible for it. And you don't want to know why you're responsible for it? It's because you're the only one that can do it. We need you. You are needed. It's currently touching 2 a.m. Saturday night. Supposed to be spending it with my family and sleeping. But here I am, talking to you. I need you to fight back. I can only do this because I'm only being the person I needed to hear in my darkest moments. I needed someone to tell me the truth, man. That it wasn't my fault. Well, it was my responsibility. And no one else was going to fight for me. I had to do that myself. We live in a world where we lie to each other. Everyone's lying. Because everyone wants to protect and sugarcoat things. And I'm not here to do that. It's not my business. You can do this. You really can. I mean, I've done it. And I'm not special. I'm not this guru or superhero. No, far from actually. I failed more times than I can count. But every single time I failed, I asked the right questions. I wanna end with this. Are you asking the right questions? Can you really do this? Yes, you can. Of course. You can. You really can. Can you build the strength to build and get yourself out of this crisis? Absolutely. You're in the right place. Someone that has studied relationships for decades is speaking to you today for free. And he's telling you that you can make this happen because he did it himself. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Waking up to an amazing wife, an amazing child, is beautiful, priceless. And I want you to have that too. That's why I do what I do. I don't care if it's 2 people, 3 people. Hey, heck. That's why I do what I do. I do what I do because I'm seeing these numbers and I can't marry my daughter. Someone else has to. And if I let this carry on the way it's going, I may struggle to find the right person. But I'm willing to train you. I'm willing to show you everything I learned so that you can help me help you. These numbers are heartbreaking because there's men out there that still want love. There's men out there that still want a place to call home. There's men out there that are good men. There's men out there that, because they didn't understand female nature, have been burnt. And they're now scared and disguise it as, I'm a player, I'm a bachelor. No, you're scared. You're scared of committing. You're not a bachelor. I thought I was the same. Now this is why I don't teach how to sleep with women, because that was just an escapism. That was the cheap way out. That was boring. It was the same thing. It's empty. I don't want to sell you an empty package. Do you know what's fulfilling? Little kids smiling at you. Knowing that as a dad, you're going to be there for her. Your wife tapping in your back, kissing you in your forehead. That's what I want for you. I'm not here to sugarcoat any of this. The numbers are staggering. They are horrible. And they're only going to get worse. Oh yeah, they will. The gap between poverty and richness is also expanding. So if you're not taking action now and adapting and learning and cutting the time that it will take you to get to these places, my friend, you are going to struggle. I'm not selling you a course. I don't want to help you buy your time back, because you're not going to ever get that back. Oh no, it's not gone. It's gone for good. You see, a lot of us think procrastination is this thing that, yeah, we could use and not use. No. Procrastination is a price you pay on your time, and there's no refunds on it. The synonym of procrastination is time wasted. Time spent. You spent that time. There's no such thing as procrastination. Of course there is, but you get the gist. I went a bit off script. But the signs you're in a relationship crisis are these. You think you're over the market. No one's really out there for you. So you just not bother. You believe that there's one person out there that will just find you as long as you just, I don't know, pray. You're in a crisis. Men and women, the best way to come out of this is not by asking for things to be easier, but it's by you being better. You become better, you receive better, and you will have better. Again, this is all personal experience. I remember I faced my fears, I faced my challenges. Why do I keep getting rejected? Well, I don't even believe I'm handsome myself, so I'll start from there. So let me make myself handsome to me. Okay? Men, sometimes you gotta be honest with yourselves. Women, same thing. Learn how to embrace who you are. There's beauty and strength in that. Number 2, be better. A better communicator. A better financier, a better planner. Look at the skills a husband or a wife needs and start planting seeds into these things so that you're elevating yourself. You're not wasting time. You're investing time into yourself so that you can attract a better quality partnerships. If this video resonated with you, I want you to do one thing for me. I've got a webinar on Tuesday. And in this webinar, I am going to be sharing all my insights in regards to emotional leadership, how to lead yourself professionally and personally, breaking down the 3 secrets. Yeah, really want you to come. Oh gosh, really want you to come, and I hope this video has really spoken to you, because that's what I do. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. My eyes are just